With impressive wins against NC State and Oklahoma, Tennessee creeping into that elite level, according to some across the nation. They've got a date at Arkansas coming up on Saturday. Welcome into the Voice of College Football. We got, of course, Steve Merrill from Wager Talk stopping by to break down all the biggest games across the landscape. Steve, how you doing today? Good to see you. And Tennessee, Arkansas. And Tennessee's a 13.5-point favorite in this one on the road.
Yeah, and at some point you're going to start paying a premium to back a team like Tennessee because, first of all, they're an explosive offensive team. The public loves teams that can put points up, and I've used them a few times this season. And had a best bet, is that famous Saturday a few weeks ago. I keep talking about when I had Miami of Florida and Tennessee, and they won by combined 133-0. So I love those steamroller plays, especially in the month of September. But we are now in the month of October, and that means conference play is here. And this is a situation in which I think the line is inflated. My 10,000 game simulation on average has Tennessee winning by less than 10, about 9.8. So we'll say 10, but it's actually a little less than 10. So this is about a field goal too high. So there is some line value with Arkansas. Would like it more at plus 14 or more, which is such a critical number. And right now, as I check the Wager Talk live odds screen across the board, it's mostly 13.5s. So I would hold off if you like Arkansas. See if maybe you get a plus 14 by kickoff. This is a late game at 7:30 Eastern Saturday night. If you're going to play Tennessee, I think the better play is the first half line -7. This has been the most profitable first half team in college football with Heupel the last several seasons as they just come out fast week after week, over 70% against the spread in the first half. So if you play Tennessee, it's -7 first half. If you like Arkansas, I'd say wait and try to get plus 14 or more. Arkansas might be just 3-2 on the season, but that loss at Oklahoma State was a 3-1 turnover deficit, basically. They had over 600 yards of offense, still found a way to lose that game back in week 2. And then, of course, the A&M loss was close last week. They were actually a 6.5-point dog and lost by just 4, 3-0 turnover deficit. So the two losses this year, 6 turnovers, 1 forced. Otherwise, this could very well be a 5-0 team.
Good points by Steve, and a whole lot more that you can catch at wagertalk.com with Steve right there. And, of course, his under-the-radar selection right here at the Voice of College Football. And for more on that, check this out. College football is even more exciting with some action on the line. And the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Let's start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread. I've got a 40-year track record. In fact, in 2023, at $100 played per game, you would have netted over $9,300. And guess what? I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill, our ace in the hole, show stopper from Wager Talk. 6 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under-the-radar pick, which went 21-5 against the spread the last 2 seasons. I repeat, 21-5 against the spread. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Steve Dace and Matt Zemek. Become a YouTube channel member or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and select the betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2024 a winner now.